Welcome back, everybody. So we are now on Customer Relationship Management, Principles of Customer Relationship Management, Chapter 1, Video 3. So I know I told you there were only going to be 3 videos, but the videos are too long. So I'm going to make 4 instead of 3 just so that they're a little bit easier to manage. This particular video is going to cover, let's get to the slide, CRM challenges continued. So we're going to go through kind of what other types of companies and industries use CRM for, and a CRM model that helps you kind of understand it. And also we're going to have a video. So I do want to tell you, these videos are kind of old. So I think if you looked them up on YouTube, you'd see that they were, several years old. You might be really familiar with Salesforce and say, my God, that version is so much older than the current version. These videos are really just about perspective and the types of expectations that companies have for CRM systems today. So I don't want you to get too wrapped up in, the technology that they're talking about or the devices that they're using. It's really more about the culture and how companies, the philosophy that they're trying to get across to their company and to their customers. So that's really what I want you to get out of the videos, because I want you to understand what's possible, but not so much from a technology perspective, because the technology is just years ahead of where these videos are. But I think it gives a lot of people just some really good information on what customer relationship management means to other companies. Okay, so the first set of challenges is auto manufacturers. So what are they looking for? So managing distribution networks. Again, when you're talking about like auto manufacturers, for example, they've got a really tight supply chain. It's gone are the days where, we're getting individual widgets. Now we're getting complete modules from particular suppliers. And so the integration of the supply chain is going to be very important, and helping the suppliers understand what the customers are looking for is going to be very important. So a lot of tools have an ability to connect in outside constituencies and stakeholders so that they can get directly to the data that they need, with security, of course, and things like that. But helping your supply base understand what your customers are actually looking for. Generating leads for partners. So in some cases, these are aftermarket products, and helping your suppliers generate leads is going to be really important to their profitability. And again, at the end of the day, to your profitability, because you want to make sure that your customers are happy, and the more capabilities they have, with their own products that are enhanced by aftermarket, the better off you're going to be, the more satisfied your customers will be. Again, understanding end user requirements, brand building. So making sure that customers, especially like in automotive, you're going through a dealer. So a dealer might have, some of the mega dealers, of course, have, maybe 15, 20 different brands underneath one roof. So making sure that your brand is represented the way you want means that you've got to have some sort of interaction with the end user and gain a greater share of end user wallet. So with automotives, if you've got a big family, you might have more than one car, and they want to make sure that you buy all of your cars from them. So making sure that you've got your unfair share of the wallet. And that comes obviously from understanding more about the customers. How many people are in the family and how many people are driving age. All that data is available through analytics. Technology solution providers, so enabling direct-to-customer relationships. A lot of times technology is sold through different maybe stores, like things like Best Buy. Sometimes it's sold through partners, and enabling a direct-to-customer relationship is making sure that you understand what end users are looking for. Again, getting that end user information so that you can tailor your products appropriately, and facilitating disintermediation. So disintermediation means getting in front of the customer to move them to where you want them to be. So that can occur at a lot of different ways, right? So a a Best Buy, a distributor of some sort, can disintermediate by directing customers to a different resource, and the manufacturer can do so, by getting ahead of the sales process, making sure that their customer relationship management is in social networks, is in marketing, so that when customers go in to buy something, they get what they want, and they can't be, moved to another product. So collecting customer information, segmenting a customer base. Segmentation is going to be really important because that helps you to understand where your profitable customers are and where the unprofitable customers are. So those are the ones you want to steer to maybe your competitor or even just to a self-service channel, just so that they're not taking up too much time on your customer service facility. And automating the sales products. So the sales process. So the sales process is different for every company, for every product. People might need a lot of help configuring products. That might be super easy to do it, especially today with lots of online resources and self-service. Configuration and fixing things is much simpler to do. But making sure that your process is as seamless as possible and has the most resources so that customers can get the help they need when they need it. Delivering customer service online. This is super helpful. Chat bots and things like that, where you log on to the self-service website and a little chat bot pops up that says, can I help you with something? So being able to provide, more custom direction to the right help is going to be really helpful to your customers. Establish end-to-end web-based customer fulfillment. So this is, kind of a terrific way to be able to lower the cost of delivering products to customers using web-based customer fulfillment, where customers can get online, configure a product, and have it delivered without anybody else involved. So really, really inexpensive way of getting your product to your consumer. Not-for-profits. So CRM can be used both by commercial customers and not-for-profits. When you're looking at a not-for-profit, universities maintain relationships with alumni, charities raise money from donors, government changing citizens' behavior like recycling and things like that. All these things can be facilitated with CRM. So universities, they've got to figure out, where they can get the most interaction with the most, profitable, the people that are going to be most willing to donate back to the university or contribute their time or whatever it is. Being able to segment their customers, their former students into areas where the most effective marketing can take place. Universities have lots of resources available to them, and you want to make sure you put the resources where you get a return on those resources. Charities are the same way. Lots of resources available. I participate in lots of charities, and there's lots of people within those charities that have lots of money and are willing to help out. Maybe they're important people that can have a party and people can participate. You want to make sure when you're offering, these resources to outside people, potential donators, that you're getting to the right people so that you get, again, the most money available. And then changing citizen behavior, looking for people who, like me, and I put recycling in because, that was one of the behaviors I'm thinking, okay, that would be a reasonable one. I'm a master gardener and a master composter. So I do a lot of work with Michigan State to try to increase people's understanding of gardening and composting and things like that. And you'll see that in my social network and things like that. And those are things where, governments can target people that make that information known and maybe make them, give them some sort of responsibility or ask them to take some level of responsibility for maybe their neighborhood or something like that. So CRM just helps you understand what your constituencies look like and getting the right services to them. A CRM model that's in the book, IDIC, so identify who the customers are and build a deep understanding of them. Differentiate, this is really important, we'll go on and on about this. Valuable versus non-valuable, profitable versus not profitable, current versus future customers. So a lot of different programs are available, and you need to make sure that you steer your customers to the right one so that you're making the most money for your company. So customers that maybe aren't profitable, maybe they have too many questions, it's too confusing for them, direct them to a self-service website so they're not taking up all the time in a call center from profitable customers who maybe have 1 or 2 questions and they spend 10 times the amount of money. You've got to be able to segment these customers and differentiate in order to put CRM to work toward profitability. Interacting with customers to ensure a deep understanding of customer expectations and customers' relationships with other brands. So what is it that that customers are looking for in other brands? When you're looking for defection and shopping and things like that, what are they finding that's not with your brand? And then customizing interactions, making sure the communication that you have with customers is specific to them and meaningful to them and valuable to them. And that's it for this video.